Hey, hey, it's DJ Straight. Today is Wednesday, October the 20th, and we are live at Praise from the Closets in the Praise from the Closet studio. And I told you all we had a very special treat tonight. And again, it's Tripping with the Birds, as you all like say, oh, I saw that, I watched that. But tonight, the Birds are in their RV, and we are going to talk to them tonight from the RV. I'm so excited because we're going to get firsthand knowledge of what it looks like in just one of the RVs, or some of the RVs. So without further hesitation, as soon as I am not having any technical issues today, I just want to go ahead and bring them in. And I'm going to bring them in now. We move this again. This is DJ Straight, WGMLB.com. If you go to WGMLB and hit listen live, you will hear music 365 24/7. All right, without any further ado, here are the Birds tonight as we start tripping with the Birds. Hey, Rick and
Hello,
Trina,
hello.
welcome again to Praise from the Closet with DJ Straight
We're
tonight. And I told the audience, I keep saying congregation because I'm so used to saying congregation, but I told the audience that you guys are actually live in the RV. And so, without any
Correct.
further ado, go for it with the
hello,
Birds.
everybody.
Good evening, all.
We
How's everybody doing?
we are in the wilderness. Oh man, it is so quiet. Let me see if I can, cause I did it on my iPad. So let's see if we can kind of show you.
I'll give
If
them
you,
for
yeah,
tonight
look,
view.
if you look outside, there's a camper
First of
across
all,
there.
yeah, what location? What state? You don't have to give the city. Somebody might want to come and
Oh no,
bump.
that's okay.
So,
Oh yeah, no problem.
We don't mind. We are in Virginia. We're probably about 40 minutes from North Carolina. That's how far
Right.
down we are.
We're in Boydton, Virginia.
Boyton, Boydton, and certainly take the
uh,
state campsites if you're even if you're like we're in our 60s, so we actually, you won't believe this, we are here from October 18th, which was Monday, through October 31st. $192 total cost. Total cost. And
oh, that's
because we're
wow. That's
over
that's
60,
great.
it's only $28 a night if regular. So if you're over 60, it's 50% off. So we only pay $14 per night. But it's so quiet. It's what's it, North Bend State Park, and I don't know if I think they may have like 800 different campsites within this park. It's so beautiful. The water, if you look, you can see the sunset through the window about to go down, but you can peek through those trees there. If you walk down further, there's actually a little road there, and it takes you down to the lake. The lake surrounds the campsite, so no matter where your site is, you are walking distance to the water.
It's a
That sounds so
it's a
peaceful.
yes, it's a lakefront campground that everybody gets a little piece of the lake or a view. It's like boating, playground, you name it. Beaches, hiking. It is a nice resort to visit. And I'm guaranteeing you, if you do it the one time, you will be back.
You will be
Guaranteed.
back, guaranteed, huh?
Definitely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We came here last August. We went to Atlanta to visit our friends who moved from New Jersey to Atlanta. So we took that 8 hour RV and stayed there for about 2 weeks, and then we came on our way back. We decided, because we only stayed
Came
overnight
back
one time
down.
for that trip, and I would not recommend driving more than 6 hours at a time.
I would recommend driving 4 hours
Yeah.
because it can at sometimes be like more or less cumbersome. So, and
So
if
let me.
you are on
So
vacation, you want to be able to enjoy yourself rather than being like, with the hustle and bustle,
Fatigued.
yeah, or like
so
traffic.
so
And at the end of the working day, you'd be like, I'm tired.
okay. So since you guys are out there in the wilderness, tell me what it took for you all to even get on air to give us this great experience.
Oh, that's a great
Oh
question.
man, good
Great
question.
question.
That
So
that's a
let
good
me
one.
let me show you if you guys can see. See that green light? That little connect caption there?
Oh, okay, okay,
That's the We Boost that hooks to and it sits there by itself and it gets extremely hot. So you definitely gotta have it by itself.
It's a lot of power being generated.
And what it does is it'll take any one of your mobile devices, your hotspots, and it boosts up the signal that you get. Now, when we came here in August, obviously we didn't have it, and I knew we were coming back in September September, October when I would be doing my classes. So I had to
okay,
have access to the internet in order to enjoy my trip, and of course, still do my work. And so I invested in it. It was $499. I actually got it for my birthday, and we took it to a place that we had gone before with our RV friends down in I think North Carolina, and it worked fabulously. And it was further,
okay,
but it was closer to Florida, according to these satellites that are
Right, the
all over the place.
satellites rotation.
But yeah, and it worked fine. But I was worried because if you can see here, all these trees, you see all those trees. We are
okay.
surrounded by trees.
Yeah, we're in a very dense area.
And if you notice, our TV is off. Let me go straight. Our TV is off because our dome for Dish Network is not getting the signal. But because I have this tablet, which is
Okay.
a um, tablet pro iPad Pro, we can watch TV as if we were home on Xfinity because you can take it mobile. You just can't put it on the
Oh,
TV, but you can do it on your smart device.
Hmm.
okay.
And so without that, you wouldn't have much because the trees interfere. So what that We Boost does is boost the signal what 2 or 3 times greater than what you have.
Like if you have 2 bars, it will
It'll go
boost
to
it up to,
5.
like 4 bars or 5 bars, which is good. You need that reception
Okay.
in order to transmit.
Now my
Now that's
phone,
something you guys plug in into your RV because you all have electricity and everything, right? Or you run it off of what do they call those not transmitters
Generators?
when it rains? Yeah.
generator. No, you should
No.
mean generator. No, what when you go RVing to a campsite, they will provide some of your basic services such as electric, water, sometimes cable, internet, and sewer. In the state parks, they just provide water and electric. So right now we're plugged up to an electric socket that looks sort of like your panel on the outside of your house.
It's like a
Uh huh.
220,
Yeah,
like a 220 volt outlet. Plus, we have water here, which is we. I would recommend bringing your own water because like we don't use like their
yeah,
water
we
per
drink our
se.
own water. Just use it for washing dishes
Yeah.
and taking a shower. But
Okay.
we're hooked up to the electric,
Okay.
and that unit is plugged in like it would be if it was plugged into your house. So you got sockets all around your RV, and it's just plugged in like regular. And you just operate like you usually operate, except if you were not in a state park where there's a lot of trees, your regular hotspot will probably be
It
okay.
would be suffice. Yeah. Very well.
Okay. Cool.
But
That's good.
it's doing good. I mean, it really is like right now. I'm on my AT&T. My hotspot is with T-Mobile. AT&T has 3 bars, if you can see it. It has a I don't know. Yeah, I
No, you
think the
can't see
glare.
it. You
I
glad.
have 3 bars, but my T-Mobile has 5. So it boosts T-Mobile to 5, and it boosts our AT&T from 2 to 3. Now we
Okay.
talked to a guy when we were in North Carolina probably about a month ago. He had the Wii Boost, and he also got this antenna that goes above the trees. We didn't want to do that because we only come here. Well, we probably will now, but
No, we
it
won't.
go well. No, just so you can get your TV. Yeah,
Okay.
to get the
Yeah,
TV.
because
Yeah,
it's too cumbersome for us.
but
I
you
mean,
got to take.
anyway.
Yeah, you got to take that. You can't drive with it up
Yeah.
because it's like a really. You ever see those? Sometimes they have trucks. People have those big antennas for when they go camping or whatever, and so they
Mhm.
can get the
Mhm.
signal. They're really tall,
Mm-hmm.
and that costs about $500. That's another reason.
Okay. So have you guys cooked today in your RV?
Yeah, yeah. Yesterday, we got here late Monday night, so Tuesday we got up, made
Good. Tell her what
breakfast.
time we got in.
Oh, we got here like 8:30.
Uh-oh.
I had to stop all these different places I like to stop.
Different flea markets and
We
all kinds of
God was
dollar
watching
stores
out because if you get here after 9 o'clock, you got to come back the next day
because it's closed.
Really?
because they
Is
close.
that
They
dark?
close.
Park.
Well, it's dark anyway. Oh, don't bring up dark because he had the back end in the dark. It's a back end. There are no pull throughs in the state parks. It's usually that you just got a back end. You pay more if you have a pull in. You pay more because you just pull right in, unhitch or
Right. Set
park,
up.
and just set up. When you
Okay.
back in, it costs a little. It costs a little less. But at state parks, there are usually always back ends. But this place is great because no matter where you're at, you're like feet. Now, if you go down to the water line, there's a ton of sites down there as well, and the price is the same, $28.
This
Yep.
guy.
You go
Okay.
any place else.
So like it goes down to first come first serve.
Yeah, it is first come first serve,
Okay.
and they're opening up the reservation form for 2022. Well, it's supposed to open up today, but I went there and it wasn't open yet. So to get those
Okay.
little nice for $28 that are out like right there on the water. We went out yesterday to find the site we wanted on
Yeah,
the
we went
water,
out scouting.
and we found the site that we wanted to do for like Memorial Day weekend. And it's just you can sit out on your little patio deck. I'll show you that, and I'll show you guys that.
Okay. Oh, y'all. Hey, we get ready to go on a tour. We are going on
Yeah.
a tour. For those who have not been in an RV before, buckle up your seat belts. Get your popcorn. Let's go. This is great. Hey, while she's doing that,
So nice out here.
you all praise from the closet. If you have email, if you have any questions, text your questions to 202-322-2470. And then also you can do the Facebook, YouTube. We're right here in the studio live. All right, tripping with the birds. Go for it. We get an outside tour. Still
So
daylight.
this is yeah, it's still daylight. Got my lights all up. See, I got my little lights. This is a nice
Oh,
site because it's got I got the lights all over the place, and then
now
it
what's the
comes with a
lights
picnic
for?
table.
What's the lights
So
for?
at night, because it's so dark out here, so at night it's going to be really you don't see any lights anywhere except the ones you have. So that's our
Okay.
RV. Let me go so you can see it. So that's actually the RV. That's how we're parked. And I don't think
Okay.
I can switch this around on my tablet. Can I? No, I can't because that would be better. And then there's our picnic table.
Okay.
So you
Now,
can
do
sit
you
there
have
with a
to
couple
pack
of
up
you
everything
and
at
watch
night
us.
and take it in the camper, like the picnic table, the
No,
food? Why not have to do the food?
no, it's very safe. It's very safe. And you can tell I'm coming if I'm coming in a little choppy, it's because I'm away from the Weeboos.
Okay.
There's our little Jeep. We pull that along the Jeep on RV so we can go
Okay.
into town when we to. And over there are more sites. You see the trees are everywhere.
Okay. Does it make it heavier with the
This
Jeep
guy
pulling
has some
behind it?
kids.
Does it make the pull heavier?
Oh yeah,
And
yes,
it increases your
definitely.
speed?
It def- well, you don't go that fast anyway because you got to remember that you're pulling. You're pulling like a whole house. So you got to be
Okay.
careful. We don't go over 60 in it. So
Okay.
this is our little kitchen area. Excuse our
Nice
gesture.
cabinets.
But yeah, oh yeah, it's pretty, real pretty. And that's the TV area. Back there is the bedroom, and this is my area where I do my actual classes. Here's my desk and my computer. I don't know if I am I showing it good.
Where you doing your
It's my
teaching
desk and
from?
my
Because
computer.
you are still on your in your because they own a computer school where you can learn all
Yeah,
types of programs.
and we do
Microsoft Office.
yep. So I do my class. I still do my classes.
Okay.
You see, it's
Is
a
Chef
little,
Rick getting ready to
wrinkly,
cook? I see him
but
standing up. Is he getting ready to cook?
No, I'm not getting ready to cook. I had to clean up what
Hey,
because
you
the
were
maids
standing
are
up.
yeah,
Oh, the maids are. Oh, it's after
yeah.
5. Is that what it
Well,
is?
he does. I mean, we take
yeah.
turns. Like he does breakfast.
And,
So
Oh,
and like, believe it or not, you there be so much going on. Then you just like you don't even have any time to eat. Next time you look up, it's almost ready. Like we're looking at the sunset.
yeah, like today we went out. We walked down to the beach. Rick took his somewhere
A
he
matter of
got
fact, it's outside.
his metal finder so he can see if he. I guess he was looking for gold.
Yeah, I was looking for
oh, you're looking for
yeah
gold. Okay.
doing the beat. Yeah, I'm a little treasure hunter.
Okay.
I find corn, earrings. Um, like I'm looking for a gold nugget one time, but hopefully it'll come.
Okay.
But it's cool. I
Okay.
mean, it's like a house on. So you do have to take it slow, especially when you're on 95 because the tractor trailers roll by you and they kind of sway you a little bit. So we just take our time. You're not in a hurry to get
Yeah,
anywhere.
and not only that,
Okay.
like we're throwing a little
Yeah, that's what she asked. Does
oh,
it make
she
more
already
weight?
asked.
Does
Yeah.
it make more weight when
Well,
it's
he no,
95?
he actually is getting ready to say what I'm getting ready to ask. Okay, to proportion of your RV, does that determine what type of vehicle that you can pull?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's 50% of it. The other 50 like percent of it is you have to find one that pulls that you can pull. That's like something
Okay.
like like a 3 speed or a 4 speed, and you see a lot of Jeeps being like pulled because they have what they call like a disengaged neutral, which like will allow you like to tow it, like like all the other cars or all the other front wheel drives. You could
Okay.
like burn up like the transmission if it doesn't
Okay.
work. So like you have to do like a little bit of research, do your due diligence, and recommending like what you would like want to style model. So what we did was we have a 2002 tracker, and that has a 5 speed, and you can disengage anything that you can put into neutral so that it spin is great. That's where you want to start from.
Okay. So are you
And you
touring
don't have to
from the
buy
front or
anything
the back?
real the back.
From the
The
back.
back.
Oh, the front of the truck, of course, the back of the
Yeah.
RV.
So I'm
Some people
saying,
do
was that
try to get
cause
a
mileage on the Jeep? Is that adding mileage to the
Say it
Jeep the
again.
way you towing it?
no. Mm-mm.
No, once
Oh,
you
okay,
put it
good.
in neutral, you're fine.
But there's a cost to towing a car. Like we didn't get a tow. We didn't get the ability to tow behind us until probably 3 or 4 years in. And the reason for that is that the tow bar that you put on the back of the RV that connects to the car is over $1,000. So it's a pricey. That's what it was when we bought it. So it might be fifteen
Yeah, it
hundred,
might
two
be more
thousand
now.
now.
But once you get
And
it,
you
you
got to
got it,
get one
right?
of the best.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got it. If you
yeah.
change the car, you got to change the parts that go on the new car. The part that
Oh
goes on the
wow.
RV stays the same. So it
Yeah.
costs money, yeah. Because we were thinking, our Jeep is old and it was giving us some trouble. We was just like looking to, get a new Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
And I contacted the company, Blue Ridge or
No, it's called Blue Ox.
Blue Ox. They're the best.
Blue Ox.
And you can't get nothing cheap because if you riding down the road, all of a sudden that car just stops and goes crazy. Somebody can get killed.
Right.
So you always want to get the top of the
Okay.
line uh, rated kind of
Okay.
And like it is rated
How
PG
many closets?
21. Hmm?
Okay. How
Oh,
many
we got
closets do
plenty
you guys
closets.
have?
They're small closets. They really are not. They're like little cabinets, like you can see here.
Yeah, go ahead and show them the tour right there. Yeah, like
So,
the maids off.
oh, they don't care. So this is the shower, and this is that closet. Now you can
Okay.
see it's not that big. I actually use this as a linen closet. See how big the door is? It's not that big. And then
Okay.
I have up here all of that closet. That's all that closet. That's a closet there with a mirror.
Oh,
And then
okay.
there's a lot of closet space over top the bed. So it's pretty cool. And then in the bathroom, I have um I have a lot of closet space. Not closet, but cabinet space.
And in your particular, is the right word camper or is the right word RV? Or does it matter?
RV. It's RV
RV.
because you can drive it. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
you
there's
can
the
drive it.
difference. Good. And how many can you all sleep in your RV?
Well, it says you can sleep six. Cause like this bed here where I have my desk and all that, that's
Hmm.
supposedly that sofa there sleep
Okay, for
for
those.
two, but you can't even get one person on that sideways. Yeah. And then the bed is a queen size bed, so that's two. And then this the desk where the table where we're at, that table part jumps down, drops down into the seat, and you can make a bed for two kids there. And
Okay,
then
cool.
there's two up in the bunk, above the car part. And so they're saying it can sleep 6 to 8, but this is only good for two people. You ask me.
No, it can if you're really like a close knit
Babies,
family.
yeah,
Yeah,
babies,
you can get
babies.
four in here without a
Yeah,
problem.
cause okay, cause you couldn't put like cots and stuff down, like a cot in the
When my
center.
son and my grandson come,
When you
they
okay,
sometimes we have a two one in the bedroom underneath the bed. We have a blow up mattress. We got two of them, so we just blow them up and put it in the middle of the floor, and everybody sleeps comfortable. When you get done, you just pick them up.
okay. Do they have RV competitions?
No,
I'm
not that
just
I
curious.
know
That's a
of.
good question.
You mean
Cause they have a
having a
competition for everything else, the car, the home, the
yeah?
orange tree, and all of that stuff. Just curious.
Hmm.
I know
I
they
don't
have the
think so. I
different
never heard
types.
of
I
it.
never heard that. I'm gonna do some more research to find that out.
We may start that, Lynn.
All
That
right,
might be a
now
drink.
let's go ahead and get
Right.
that patent.
Yeah, we can make some money. But
Get
yeah,
that
I never
idea.
heard of it. I know people do get customized ones done. They get them fitted the way they want them built.
Yeah.
I know what's his name? What's his name? Will Smith. His was he had one made 3 story. They took an actual bus, a long. Well, a lot of the stars they travel in. They were taking buses and turning them into travel units. Um,
Right.
which is how that whole, I mean, they're usually not RVs. They're just like custom fitted where they could do their music on there and all that kind of stuff. But that derives from an RV.
Right.
And some of them are 2 stories. Like they got steps. Will Smith has a step in his little that round circle kind of step thing,
Right.
and he goes up
Yeah,
to the
you talk
second
about money.
floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
Yeah.
half a
True.
million dollars.
True.
You talking
But
for
that's
you? You
that's
talking $1
that's
million
after
for some of these
you
things.
buy it. That's after you buy it. The
Yeah,
customizing, that's the expense.
yeah.
Yeah. That's after you buy.
But if
So
you're on
what's
the
the
road
life
like that,
expand? Go ahead, Trina.
if you're on the road like that, it'll be well worth it. Because I'd rather stay in my RV. Matter of fact, Mariah Carey, she does something every year, Christmas time, and she didn't want to go into hotels, so she had a custom RV built, and she took her kids and they drove to the destination where they usually go, and they parked in the campsite part of wherever they used to go. And she said she loved it. She said she won't ever go back to staying in a hotel when they go because they retrofitted it for what they like, and she fell in love with it. Of course, she didn't drive it. She had a driver
Of course.
that
Drive it.
drove it.
Couple of drivers, yeah.
But
So what's the average lifespan?
the longevity of it, I seen some RVs on the road that look like they were from the 1950s. If you take good care of it, like a car, you could drive. You know, it's like a car.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, as
Hmm.
long as you take care of it, you have to invest in like the maintenance of it, and it's a constant. You have to have it like more or less winterized. You have to have the tires
Hmm.
checked,
Summarized.
tires, like tires rotated, checking out the AC, because like things do go wrong. But like still in all, that's all in part of having like a RV. And like believe it or not, I'm looking at RV magazine and they said that the sales were up like something like 30-40%. So
Hmm.
everybody's doing the same thing now.
So
Yeah,
can I
they don't
take
want to go to
my
new
RV to
buildings.
Jiffy Lube and get my oil changed?
That you can. You have to go to a designated spot, so, something to handle like the weight and the
Heavy
length.
trucks.
Yeah, yeah. So you have to
Okay,
go to a heavy
okay,
truck place.
Or
Yeah.
the
okay.
dealership, because some of the, well, we have a guy up in um
I forgot the name of the
yeah,
town.
where is it? It's a little bit past Upper Marlboro. Of course, when we were in Jersey, we went to where we bought it, and they did the servicing.
They did
Right.
But
every.
then when we moved
Okay.
down here, we had to find a place, and he does pretty good. Matter of fact, we have an appointment for November um, to get the winterization done. We've got a couple of glitches with our air conditioning unit. It still works really well, but it makes a loud noise, so we don't want to
I think
wait.
it's the fan or
The
Okay.
something that
fan,
came
yeah,
loose. Well,
and
like these are things, and like the time of the year to get it done. When you're going for like a winterization,
yeah,
if you can get it all done,
because you're not gonna
you'll
be
be
using it.
right and crisp for like the next following year coming up.
And you want to go to somebody that's reputable, that knows what they're doing, has experience working with RVs, because it's a special. You have a house part, and then you got a car part. Those two people
Oh.
don't do both.
Right, they
You
don't.
take
Oh
your car
wow.
part, if say you need an oil change, yeah, and something's wrong with your ignition or something like that, that goes to the Ford dealership to work on. If it's the RV part where you sleep, where you live at, and you got, like, right now we've got an electrical plug that's out, that's not working. And so we got to get that fixed, and we want them to look at the we have when you have your refrigeration, it runs two ways. It runs off the electric, which means you're plugged up somewhere, either at home, in your driveway, or at the campsite. Or if you're dry camping, it runs off your propane.
Propane.
And when we turn it to propane, our refrigerator and our water heater doesn't work. So we don't know if it's a little bit of clog there, but when we turn the heat on, it works fine. So it's something that needs to be maintenance. So those things you got to pay close attention to. When you get your manual and it tells you about preventative maintenance, don't ignore it.
Hmm.
Get that
Hmm.
stuff done, because the better that you take care of it, the longer it will last.
That's correct.
Okay. So you went into one of the questions I was getting ready to ask. Say you are in the RV in January the 10th, and it's probably 20 degrees. Do you leave your heater on, all the engine running, heater on all night, or what he said? What's going to keep it warm all night in the inside?
Good. You tell them what you
Well,
do.
what I do is we get it winterized. So we actually, what they do is they blow all the water out of everything. The water heater, out of your drainage, of course, your toilet, everything that contains water. You take it all out. They rinse it out so it's clean, and then they put antifreeze in it,
Antifreeze.
and that keeps
Okay.
everything from freezing. But what I do, just as safe measures, is I just run a little heater. I put a little heater in the middle of the camping side of it, and I let that run. I like to keep it like about 50 degrees inside. And if you run that heater, a little small radiator heater I bought, it keeps it nice and warm. Because sometimes you like to come out here and sit. You can't use the bathroom or the sink or anything, but you can still come out and sit and just relax on a cool day, and maybe just do something you feel like doing on it. But I like to keep it warm so that we can do that. But once you winterize it and you put
Oh.
the antifreeze in there, you can keep it ice cold. It could just be like a car.
Yeah.
Well, you said
You
40
don't have to
something.
do
You weren't
anything
talking about
special.
40 degrees inside.
Yeah, I keep it like
You
40
were
because
talking.
you're not gonna be sitting out here doing much. Like if it's a sunny day and the sun's out, it's gonna warm up anyway, like your car does. But if it's snow and cold, it won't. So I just keep it. But I don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. That runs up your electric bill. Number one. Number two, when you put the antifreeze in there, it protects everything. So you don't have to
Okay.
worry. It's like
Okay.
putting a car in storage. You don't have to worry about it not having any damage to it.
And we just do that
Okay.
as precautionary.
And you should cover your tires. And you should also cover your. We have a cover that goes over our the outside glass. And they also tell you to open up your cabinet doors so that your cabinets can breathe during the winter, because that cold air stays isolated inside there. I don't know what that does if opening it up, but
I think it keeps everything cool,
it's the same
all
temperature.
that. That's right.
The same temperature.
All right.
Yeah.
I got a question. So, if you guys are traveling, not at the RV site, what do you do with your garbage? Like your stinky fish, stuff like that. What do you do with your garbage?
So if you're not at an
So
RV
if you're not
site,
at an RV site,
I mean, you could pull
I mean,
over
you can pull
anywhere
over
you want. So
anywhere you
usually,
want. So
when we
usually,
create
when
trash,
we create trash,
our trash is like, for
our
example, if we're going to Jersey and we want to take our time getting there and maybe stay overnight dry camping, then the next
Mm-hmm.
day when you get up, you just you look for a place that has like a
Like a rest
super,
stop.
yeah, like a rest stop or a shopping center where they have trash cans, and you just bag it up. I usually just keep, like I do at home, the plastic bags that I buy groceries, and we just tie them up real tight and take them to wherever we're going.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, are you
And you
all
don't
sitting
make a
at the
lot of
dining room
trash.
table? Okay, you don't make a
Hmm?
lot of trash. Are you
Yeah, you
all
don't make a
sitting
lot
at
of
the
trash.
dining room table?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Nice and cozy. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Normally,
Because it looks like it's a good space.
we're on opposite sides of each other.
yeah, we're on the
Yeah.
opposite side. This one, but we want to get the camera in.
Yeah.
I'm
Really?
on
This
my side. This is all
That's
my
his
side
side.
here.
That's all his stuff. And then I'm on the other side. Here's my
Yeah.
side here. And you can see
It
too.
looks like you all are sitting side by side. Okay.
Oh, we are now. We are now. But
Okay.
when we're not doing the show together, then we sit on opposite sides. It's like a little booth.
Yeah. It's a little booth.
Okay.
So I got all
Good.
my stuff in my. It's supposed to sit 4 people at this table, but ain't no way 4 people eating at this table.
Well, they might have to be Barbie.
And
They might
there's
be like
always
Barbie and
enough.
Ken.
Yeah.
Ken Jr. and Barbie Jr.
Yeah,
This
yeah, yeah.
Barbie Jr. sit
But
forward at
you
that
still don't have
table.
a place to put the food. You still don't have a place to put the food. I'm telling you, it's
Okay.
just good for 2 people. Like our friends that are coming here on Friday, they have a unit. We're 31 feet. I think they're like 24 feet. They can't stand it. It's so small.
Yeah, they'll be getting a new one
Yeah,
soon.
they trying to get a
So they
new one.
say.
But
Okay. So
you gotta
if
have at
you
least a
if
31 foot.
so are they hard to get rid of? If you wanted to upgrade, do you are they hard to get rid of, or you just keep them in the yard? They are. What's the liability of that? What is
You
an
gotta be.
insurance without telling you stuff? Insurance for that kind of stuff. What is that like?
No, I don't mind
no,
telling
I
you.
don't want to tell you.
The insurance
The
runs us
insurance
about
runs us about
$800 a
eight hundred
year.
dollars a year.
Believe it or not,
Believe it or not,
$800,
$800,
and it's
and
with
it's with
Full coverage.
full
it's
coverage.
full
It's
coverage.
full coverage.
Is it
Is
Geico?
it
No, it's not
Geico? No, it's
Geico.
not
It's
Geico. It's
This is Liberty.
Liberty Mutual,
Yeah,
Man,
Liberty.
you
and it
guys give all these
covers.
sponsors good PR stuff. You said T-Mobile, AT&T, somebody
Yep,
else, whatever. You
Mutual
all been
covers.
giving out good shout outs to these folks.
Yeah, that's true. It that $800 a year covers if we have a car accident, and of course that's the car part of it. And then yeah, that's the car part of it. And then we also have the coach part of it covered as well. So if somebody runs into the coach part of it, they will replace that as well.
And
Okay.
we also have
Wow.
another insurance called Good Sam's. What that does, that's a little partial insurance, but that is on like off the road, whereas you can have like say for instance you get stranded out,
You get told.
Uh huh.
you can get towed in for
They tell
free.
you.
You know,
And then we have
it,
another.
and it depends on what type of
Oh, no,
package
no,
you
no.
buy.
We got rid of good sales for that. We got AAA. AAA covers the towing now. But we also have
Oh, okay.
another good another Good Sam's insurance policy is an extended warranty. And when we go to get this electrical problem fixed and the propane thing, then that will be covered under our insurance, and that costs us $600 a year. But that's optional. I mean, some people don't buy that. What they like to do is because it doesn't, not, I think we've had it since 2008 or 9, and we used it twice.
Yeah.
But we've been paying that $700 every year. So
Let me tell you
opt
something.
to just pay for their, if a problem happens, just pay outright. Because then you just pay for that situation. You're not paying for something that never happens.
Yeah, just in case.
Let me put a plug in. You guys brought that up and put a plug in. I took my van to the shop last week just to do oil change and regular maintenance. And they checked it out and said, hey, you ever have any jerks? I said, kind of. So the bottom line is, because I have an additional insurance on both vehicles that I have, my bill was $6,553. All I had to pay was $543.
Yep.
So for the audience out there, if you have vehicles, you look up and see the different extra insurance companies for your vehicles. It's better to have it and to pay that extra even if you don't use it, because I never expected to have to use it this soon. Never had any trouble. I bought that vehicle it was a 2016, but I bought it at 17. It had 48,000 miles and now it has like 70. So for me, that's really not a lot of miles considering how I used to drive. So when you all brought that insurance, I want to put that plug into the audience. If you have vehicles, sometimes it's better to spend that money on extra insurance to get your stuff covered.
That's right.
Yep.
So,
and we're gonna sing.
So everybody, you're listening with the Byrds, tripping with the Byrds.
We will bring you up.
Okay, let's
go. I think our appointment is like November 12th or something like that. Yeah, and I'll let you know what was covered, because we got a little list of things that we need to get done. And one other thing I want to tell you is that you got to be careful too, because our unit is 2007. Our Good Sam's let us know that after 2025, they will no longer cover us for an extended warranty coverage, because they figure the unit is too old. So, you go to that as well. Now, what we plan on doing about that is just really finding another
insurance company. Like to compensate it. We know that it's not old, but it's not new either. But still, we still want to be insured and secure that
proactive. Yeah.
Be insured.
And that bothers me too, because we've been paying all these years, and then you want to tell us, as it gets older, when we really will need it, you don't cover it. So that's just a ripoff too.
Well, yeah, but that's something else to consider when you're buying insurance. When you're getting that extra insurance or insurance, that's on anything. It's good to always read the fine print, and when we have questions, always ask.
Exactly. And plus, they have some campsites. If you have a really, really old camper, they don't want you to be. They won't let rent you a spot. That's what I heard.
Why? Because they think it might break down.
I experienced it, and I'm like,
wow.
I don't know, because see, we were at a campsite down in South Carolina this past summer, and they had a 2020 beautiful thing. Looked like it was worth $1 million. And the lady was in there by herself, and we were putting up the lights, and I was like, look, that RV is smoking. And we ran over there. Her whole water system was on fire. She didn't even know it. She was inside.
Well,
wow.
So what does that tell you? They had a brand new one in it. I guess they're looking to make sure there's no explosions, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, somebody was there to see it because it was smoking.
And
so let me ask this.
Lackadaisical, she said, "Oh yeah, that happened before." I'm like, "Hey, you paid all that money for that RV, and you got this happening again?"
So let me ask you this question then. What about EMTs and fire hydrants in the fire department? How do they work that stuff out?
Oh, when they called the fire department, the regular fire department came on the campsite.
Yeah.
But is any of that on the campsite itself? Not like a
No,
fire truck or
no,
anything, but okay.
no. I mean, they do have maintenance. Like in the state parks, they have a what's it called?
What?
The people that ride around and check for security and.
Oh yeah, like the security or like the state. What do you call them? Officers, the state
Yeah,
officers.
they got cops, not cops, but
Right, they govern.
I forget what they call them, but they ride. They ride around here
Yeah,
all day and all night.
all night.
Well,
So you
that's
So if
can't.
they
good.
see something, they'll report
Right.
it. Oh yeah, it's safe.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
safe.
It's
You had
pretty
asked
good.
me
Oh
earlier
yeah, I
about
figured
stuff
that.
we
I was
could
talking
do.
about more for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about more so than like you all talking about the ladies' water and all that kind of stuff. Oh, I believe you're safe in the RV. I mean, that's great. That's great. Well, guys, we
Yeah.
are rounded
I
up
mean,
on the
I'm sure
time.
that there's people. I'm sure there's. I've heard some stories where in the news where or they put it out on Facebook where some things came up missing, but crime is usually not a.
Not an issue, not a factor.
I don't know of any
I
folks.
haven't heard of
Yeah,
anything.
me either.
Yeah.
Well, that's
They
great.
usually, it's usually safe. We don't sleep with the doors unlocked. No, we lock the door up, and we got our
You
little,
out there with Mother Earth.
yeah.
Hey,
That's right.
you're out there with Mother
But
Earth.
you can
Y'all
take
don't
your
trust Mother
gadgets.
Earth like that?
Nah, you gotta be smart about it.
Oh, okay.
Because
Okay,
sometimes you go to
cool.
places and they don't want you there, but they act like they do. So you gotta be mindful. But we haven't had
Oh,
any trouble, thank God.
Yeah.
We've
okay,
been, you know,
cool.
we've been blessed, and we usually don't go by ourselves. Like our friends will come. One couple was supposed to be here um before we got here, but their unit broke down, so they can't come.
Oh,
Luckily,
wow.
it broke down before they came all this way because they were coming from Indiana, and
Yeah.
then the other couple that we roll out with, they're coming Friday, and we were all supposed to go to Myrtle Beach
On New Year's.
for New Year's, and they don't think they're coming because all the expenses that they had to pay to get the RV fixed. And then the other couple that's coming Friday, they're trying to sell theirs, and they think they're gonna have a serious buyer,
Okay.
because they got a few people. So they not. So I was like, you know what? Let me get my money back before they. It only cost me $30 for because I had to pay like half of it. They make you pay half of it now
Okay.
when you register, when you reserve it. So
Okay.
if I cancel before 14 days, it only cost me $30.
30 bucks.
If I cancel after the 14 days, it's a day plus $50.
All right, let me wrap up with this last question. I know that you're using your iPad. Could you take your iPad and connect it to the TV with an HDMI cord since you don't have the TV? Because I think a few people came on after you all were talking about your Xfinity and Comcast, how you can take it anywhere. So just to make the screen bigger, could you do that?
You can do that with everybody but Comcast.
That's correct.
They block you out. So you could take we have it where we can take our iPad and maybe watch a movie or anything we downloaded on the iPad or any apps that we have on there. They'll let you, like Amazon will let you do it. But then the TV's a smart TV, so it got everything else on it anyway. So there's
Okay.
no sense in hooking your iPad to the TV if you have a smart TV, because every app and then you can also add the apps to your TV now. That's
Well,
what
I just
most
mean to make it
TV have.
bigger.
So you got the big screen
To,
anyway.
to make the screen bigger. That's what I was saying, to make it bigger.
Yeah, you
You know
you
how to
can
picture
you
bigger.
can you can do the HDMI and hook it to
Okay.
your smart TV, but Xfinity no, they only
Oh,
let you. I
wow.
don't understand it. Why would they care? Why would they care? I
You're
can
already
see it on
paying
my
for the
phone.
service
Yeah,
already.
but they won't let you. They will not. As soon as you hook it to your smart TV, it'll say it's not supported,
Wow.
and I don't understand that.
Okay. Okay,
But live
cool.
stream, well, like before we came online with you, we were watching some of our shows that we didn't look at yesterday on our recorded DVR from home, and
Oh,
we also
wow.
watched live TV to get the news. So
Okay, good. Okay, well, we're going to wrap up for this week, guys. I have enjoyed the conversations as always, and thank you all for the tour from the RV. And again, everybody, Tripping with the Birds is every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with DJ Straight and Praise from the Closet. And so we are looking forward to the next adventure. You guys going to be out there next week too, right? Oh, the 28th.
Yeah, but we're gonna try. And I should have done it, but I got overwhelmed. We have a camera. I'm gonna see it goes
Well,
live
that
on
worked out good
Facebook.
how
I'm
you
gonna
did
see
it.
what apps are supported.
But maybe you all can
Yeah,
do
it
it.
was kind of awkward. I couldn't really like.
Yeah, but maybe you guys can do it as you're actually driving
Yeah,
up the road.
yeah. We're gonna figure out how to do it so we can do more live, professional looking segments for you because we like doing it too, and we want to continue to do it. But we also want it to be, not I wouldn't say professional, but where it's not a hassle for us or for you, and you can really get the clear look at everything because this RV camping is fun, and we want as many people
Yeah,
as we can
I wouldn't
talk
trade
to.
it for the
Yeah,
world.
to do it. It's so much.
yeah,
It's
it
just
sounds fun.
and to spend that kind of
It
money to stay
sounds.
in a
As a
hotel.
matter of fact, we got to get you out here, man. We got to get you out here
Hey,
sometime.
yeah.
Go fishing.
Actually, it sounds like a great. Actually, it sounds like a great idea. That might be doable. As I get closer to retirement.
Okay.
Right now
Yeah,
I
that's when you
still
want to
have
do
all
it. You
this
want to
other
do it at
stuff
the
going
most.
on. Yeah. So.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was always a
That's
thing.
that's
I
what
think
I
that was a
did for
little
my
dream of
treasure hunt.
mine.
That's what I did.
Huh?
Okay. I said
What you say,
just like
Rick?
when I go out there for my treasure, like treasure hunting. Same thing. We all got a hobby.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think my RV will be full of music stuff though. Full of music stuff,
Okay.
equipment and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like this.
yeah.
That's my passion.
Well,
One of them.
where you saw the
Uh,
sofa at, we saw a couple when the last trip we were on. They had a fifth wheel. That's one that you pull with a truck, and the fifth wheels are a little bit more spacious than the RVs, and they have like more slide out. This is a little more spacious. It's a little cheaper too.
Okay.
She took the sofa out, and it was so cool. He bought her desk. They sold their house. They bought the fifth wheel. They brought their desk in, and behind the desk, he put this shelf that was hydraulic, and she presses a button, and the shelf comes up, and there's her two monitors. It was so cool.
yeah. They doing
Wow.
this
Yeah, you just
they're like
unlimited.
Anytime.
It's Yeah, you can go as far as the
they
vision
doing
and the
this
money.
full time RV.
Yep. So you could
Wow.
take
Good.
like the whole area up front, Lynn, and make it your studio. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, rest
So
assured, if
it's
I
just
did it,
really,
I would.
doing it.
Yeah. If I did it, it would have to be fun. Whatever I do, it has to be fun. It has to represent me. So, all right,
I
guys.
got you.
Well,
I got you.
Tripping with the
Yeah.
Birds. This has been a great experience, and we will talk again on next Wednesday. Unless you guys have something exciting coming up, text me and I was like, let's go live, let's go on air. We don't have to wait till Wednesdays. I just have to be. I just
Okay.
have to
All
Sounds
be.
right.
good.
I
We'll
just
we'll
have
be
to be
back
with
too
my
on
little
Wednesday. We'll
laptop.
still be
Hey, I was doing a
okay.
Okay.
All
scheduled to
right.
do a remote session from New Jersey, from Cherry Hill, in the car at the Cherry Hill Mall on Sunday. I had my laptop and everything ready to go for it. So, all right, guys, be
Okay.
All
safe.
right.
All right.
Yeah, it was cool.
You too.
It
We'll
was
see
pretty
you next
good.
week.
Talk
We'll
to
see
you
you
All
next
soon.
week.
right.
All
That's
right.
Tripping with the Birds, guys, on with WGMLB and DJ Straight with Phrase from the Closet. You can go back and view this on DJ Straight's channel on YouTube, DJ Straight, and it's also on Trina Bird's Facebook page.
Facebook.
Signing
Mm-hmm.
out. All right.
Bye
Talk to you
bye.
soon.
Bye bye.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.